Hey everybody, I'm going to do this video on my thoughts of my first time going to the Record Archive. Now, it's a very large store. It's got everything, movies, CDs, vinyl, even Laserdisc, which that was actually my favorite part. They've got like a discount section, like a 3 for 5 or whatever, but those are really chunky albums. I went through them, they're really beat. Then they have like a wall, just walls of records that you can go through, which are kind of hard because they're up high and you gotta they're on a wall, so they're really a pain in the neck to go through. Of course, I went to the Beatles section first, and they had stuff, but it was condition problems. I wanted the 12-inch disc of Timeless 2, just because the picture disc is really awesome. And I almost bought it, and it has 2 large scratches on the second side. And there's a few other, they had some pretty cool bootlegs, but they were beat up too. Like deep scratches, lots of scratches. And I went over to McCartney, and they had 20 copies of Tug of War. I even looked to see if there were some imports of Tug of War, and all the same. Same with Ringo. What is it? The Ringo the Fourth, and how do you say it? Rototrav or whatever. I can't even remember, just because it's not really a great album. And they had tons of copies of that. Same with Lennon, with Double Fantasy and Milk and Honey. They did have a UK Music for Your Pleasure label, Mind Games, with a different cover. Thought about getting that, looked at the condition of the album, and just wasn't great, and they wanted quite a bit for it. And I just kept finding that throughout the store. And you go over to the 45s, and they're all in like white boxes in order alphabetically. I didn't have any Beatles after I asked, and they didn't have any. They had 3 McCartney 45s, and I looked for other artists too, and it's just their main bulk is the same stuff. I noticed. Same with the Dave Clark 5, I looked for them. AC/DC was pretty much all one album. But it was the Laserdisc that did it for me. I collect Laserdiscs, and they had quite a few for $5. I only picked up one just because I wanted to see what else they had. I looked around, and they had the more expensive albums on the wall, just pinned up. They had a Russian Magical Mystery Tour, but they wanted a lot of money for it. I think it was $50. And I could probably get it cheaper online, which is sad. But I did find some albums. I did find Roy Orbison, I'm Still in Love with You. Really cool cover, still in shrink wrap. And Mercury Records, I didn't know he did an album on Mercury. I did find a Harrison 12-inch single from Gone Troppo, which is, this is obviously a promo, not for sale. Same song on both sides. Wake Up My Love. Then I did find quite a few Glenn Campbells I didn't have. I Remember Hank Williams. Houston, I'm Coming to See You. This one's I've been looking for a while, and it's still sealed. See if I can get it open. Thought I might be able to get it with. No, I can't. I'll do a separate video of a sealed review for this. And this one I've been wanting for a while. Glenn Campbell, Highwayman. This is actually a really good album. He does Jimmy Webb's Highwayman more famous by the Highwaymen, Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings. But this album, I listened to this album today, and I really liked it. And Basic, Glenn Campbell, that's what's playing now. And I found, this is the Laserdisc I found, Graceland, the African Concert, which I was quite excited to find. All of his Laserdiscs are $5, besides the box sets. He had a lot, and I had thought about it, and I wasn't fully happy. I would go back to Record Archive, but I think I'd just stick to my record store, the Bop Shop. So I saved money to go there because they're only 6 minutes apart. And note, these records were really dirty. I really had to clean them, but I went in to see Tom. He was there, and they just put this out. This is going to be my Beatles update. But I finally found the Russian album with the yellow back, the original. And this made my day right here, finding this. And a Paul Simon album I've been looking for, Negotiations and Love Songs. I've been looking for this, both of these, for a very long time. And I just thought that was cool. And I picked up some 45s for all time. The 78 issue of these singles of Ask Me Why and, well, Please Please Me and Ask Me Why on Parlophone. You're going to see these again in an update next week, but oh well. And I've been putting this one off for a while. The Beatles movie Melody. It's got a melody of Magical Mystery Tour, All You Need Is Love, You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, I Should Have Known Better, which is, never mind, A Hard Day's Night, Ticket to Ride, Get Back. So these are all a melody. And then backed with I'm Happy Just to Dance With You, and that's a full song. But I like the picture sleeve, and I love the label. And I'm glad I kind of waited. He ended up giving it to me, so... Yeah, he goes, it's been sitting here for a long time. Here, you can just take it. I was like, okay, thank you. But better if you are from Rochester. I still say stop. They might have that album at Record Archive that you've just been looking for. I know I probably bashed it pretty bad, but that was my first experience. I still would be willing to go back and see what else they have, just because I'm always on the hunt for something. Next time I might be looking for an album that they might have. I looked for everybody, Neil Young, just everybody. I made a huge list because I had planned on going 2 weeks. I planned this to go like 2 weeks ago, so I had a long time to do a list. I went for Creedence, John Fogerty, just everybody. He did have the artist, but like I said, it was like multiples, like John Fogerty, Eye of the Zombie, 8 copies. It's like, holy shit. That album's not really that great, but you know, it's a really neat place, and it's huge. It's got everything, Beatle merchandise, music merchandise, a whole bunch of stuff. So I would stop in if you're in that area, but definitely give the Bop Shop a chance. He's got amazing stuff, obscure stuff, and it's all in amazing shape. And if it's not in great shape, he has it for he's got like a 50-cent bin, like a whole section in the back that you can go through, and even those aren't in too bad of shape. So if you're up in the Rochester area, check both of those shops out. But I definitely go to the Bop Shop first if you're looking for condition. This is just, the cover's great. There's a few little things I think it'll just clean off. The back is great. We pull out the record. Just beautiful shape. And that's what I love about going to the Bop Shop. But you know, I try to broaden where I go to find records, like Angry Mom Records in Ithaca. That was a nice shop. I found a lot there. I mean, a lot more than I found at the archive. But I was a little disappointed, but you know, like I said, I'm willing to go back. I'm still trying to look for more. I know there's some in Buffalo, but it's quite the drive. But you know, just looking around, just seeing what I can find. So if you've been to the Record Archive or are thinking about going, please leave a comment or do a video, whatever. I'd like to hear other people's opinions if you've been there. If you are thinking about going there, go ahead and go. I mean, you might, like I said, you might find something you've been looking for, and they do have a lot of stuff. So, alright everybody, take it easy. Peace.